This presentation titled Critical Thinking and Writing Skills is for people who underestimate, underrate, and ignore the importance of writing a script before doing their public speaking exercise. I know most of you are very good writers from your profile I have seen, but how many of you have scripted your speech before any one of your public speeches? I mean scripted word by word. How many of you? I think 3 or 4. Okay, fine. I am talking for others. Okay? And if you will get something more out of it, fine. See, prepared speech and extempo speech are completely different. When we do extempo speech, we are not supposed to prepare. But prepared speech, 80% of the work must be done back. So this is how I have done it in the last 6 months. And the impact on me is tremendous. That is what I want to share. So I would request you, if you think that will work for you, please take it as a takeaway. Now, have you heard about the term bipolar? What do you mean by bipolar?
2 poles.
Bipolar is a chronic mental illness. Where the person experiences both maniac and depression. But we can find bipolar in nature, anywhere we look at. Can you give me an example of bipolar?
You put the positive, negative.
Yeah, right.
Sun, moon,
Day and night, very
day.
good. This class itself, there is bipolar. Man and woman is bipolar.
Happy and sad.
Pradeep, Satish.
Happy and sad is the bipolar. Okay. So, bipolar and critical are related. What do you mean by critical? When you hear a person is critical in the ICU, what do you mean by that?
Almost gone.
Yeah, that is what we perceive, but the meaning is this person may live or may die. That means that is bipolar, life or death. So that is in nature. So this nature's quality, are we copying or not? Most of the time we are prejudiced, biased when we approach something. So this attitude makes us normal thinkers, not critical thinkers. So this bipolar has to be copied from nature, and there are several tools for becoming a better critical person than we are. Critical doesn't mean criticism, that is a different word. Critical is saying equally what are the good things and what are the bad things, or what are the things that needs to be improved. So these two are related. Now, we think first, we listen next, we talk, we write, we deliver. That means we perform. So there is a sequence of activities going on. So what happens when we become critical thinkers? What happens when we become critical thinkers? This critical thinking is, even though this presentation is focused on effective public speaking, when we become critical thinkers, we also become critical communicators, critical listeners, we become critical readers, and we become critical speakers, and we become critical writers. So this critical is the word that we should add to our profile. And we also become critical problem solvers, They become critical in coping with emotions, decision making, creativity, and coping with this. This is the fine line it divides between normal people and highly successful people. So if we can be critical in everything we do, we will have an edge over our competitors. And today's focus is only on public speaking, because I will be giving you an example how I did a 7-minute speech and how I am doing today's speech using this technique. This is a real life example from my side. This is not what I am going to preach, to do. This is exactly what I have done for a 7-minute Toastmaster speech and a 40-minute today's speech. So before that, let me pass my iPad from here to this side. You can have a look at it. Just scroll it. You can pass it. This is a minute-by-minute script of this speech. 40 minutes. So that can be done while I am talking. Okay.
You can use the pointer as well.
This one.
Here. Point it towards the
This side. You can point it towards
Point
the
it.
right to the laptop.
No, you have, yeah. Also
Keep
turn.
it in the reverse way.
Turn.
Okay.
You have that raise.
So can we pass it a little more faster, Namita? Just wait. No, that cannot be shown. That is the
Because it is going to take time.
Ah, okay. Okay, definitely. Okay. Now, just show it this way.
That's enough.
Just show it that way. This is a minute by minute. Every minute is recorded.
Can you show this minute now? Where it is?
The camera. You take it now. Pradeep sir.
Yes, right.
We have not prepared that much of minute by minute. So 1 minute or hours per minute.
That depends, because if you can talk fast, it can be 120 minutes per minute. Yeah. So that has to be
120 words.
Okay. So that is how this speech has been prepared. So that is the value of scripting. But while scripting, we have to do two more things. That's editing and structuring. This minute by minute, dividing it into minute by minute is the structuring part. It is not necessary that you should do minute by minute, but I am going into too much detail. It is okay if you do like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on how big is the presentation. So now, what happens when we think? Thinking alone is like pouring water into a bottomless bucket. You cannot hold water. The water will not remain there. Or in other words, it is like keeping a glass of petrol here and leaving it like that. After some time, the petrol will evaporate. So what should we do to convert the gas into a liquid? Science students.
You should compress it.
Yeah, pressure must be applied. What else? Pressure and temperature must be raised or reduced. Changed. Yeah. On the other side, it has to be done. So the right word is changed. So some effort has to be done. So what we think, if we talk, it's like a liquid. If there is no container, the liquid is going to flow. Again, imagine a glass of water kept here today. After a couple of days, you will not see any water. It will gradually evaporate. Similarly, if I am a speaker, if I talk to them, after a couple of hours, it will evaporate from my mind and it will evaporate from their mind. It is better than thinking, of course. So that is in the liquid state. Now, to convert it from the liquid state to the solid state, that is called matter. These are the three forms of matter. So unless it is formed it is converted into a solid, it is not matter. It is either gas or it is liquid. It is definitely going away from you. So once it is converted into matter, again you have to apply pressure and change the temperature. That means effort has to be done. Voluntary effort has to be done to write down something. That is why we ignore it. That is why we undervalue it. That is why we underrate it. That is why we underestimate it. Even good writers, their profile was very good. Vignesh was very good. And the earlier ones were also very good. But if are you doing it regularly? That is the question. You sit down and do one time is fine. You take effort and do it. But this has to be done consistently. Only then this goes wired into our mind, and the process reverses gradually. Yesterday I told about the example of Nelson Mandela. He made scripts, and the same scripts he spoke. A time came when he spoke and they were converted into scripts. So that time, that transition will come one day. If we use this effectively, this technique, without our knowledge, it will become a habit. If we use this for public speaking, over time, this will get reversed. The moment we think in a structured way. Okay? Now, we are going to do a small exercise now. Please take a fresh page. And this fresh page is going to be there till the end of the day. Don't write anything in that page, just keep that with you. So in this page, you are going to write down a sentence which I will tell you on the top of it. Please write it down faster. Right? After completion of IATD, training program, I am specifically giving this for making short and long speeches. This worked for me, it may work for some of you. So after completion of IATD training program, communication and leadership skills will improve because of, after completion of IATD training program, communication and leadership skills will improve because of, now leave three gaps, means only 3 words must be written.